This is the 2022 Huntsman World Senior Games. Tremendously run, organized games in St. George, Utah. There's a lot of maps with all the different venues. Tremendous amount of work that goes into putting these games on every year. The Dixie Center is kind of the headquarters. St. George, Utah. Beautiful, beautiful country. All kinds of different events that are available for individuals to compete in. So you pretty much can always find something that might be of interest to you. This is track and field. There's all kinds of events in the track and field, race walking, power walking, running. Lots of opportunities. There's the shot put.
First lap.
There's different running races, different age groups, fast ones and slow ones, and all for men and women. Just tremendous amount of competition from all over the country and other countries. There's a number of countries that compete. High jump. This is a 90-year-old doing the disc. So there's people in there. I got Redefining Aging, had to get the shirt in there to show people to help promote what we're trying to do, which is redefining aging. We believe, that if people maintain health and fitness, they will increase their quality of life. There's all kinds of awards given, usually always down to, I think sometimes to 8th place ribbons. The top 3 get medals, but it's really well organized and well run. I would suggest anybody to come to those events.
We're here at the 2022 Huntsman World Masters events, and we just listened to the results of the 80 to 85 power walk. Jim has got the medal around his neck right now, and we're just going to talk to Jim about several things, but we're going to talk about how keeping fit enhances your quality of life and some of his experiences and then some of his belief system. So Jim, just tell us a little of your history and how you've how important fitness has been to you and being able to do things.
I've been a gym rat all my life.
Okay.
I grew up in Penn State. My dad was a prof there. My brother wrestled there. I turned on a full ride to go there in football, and I used to work out all the time. I've never been a muscle guy. Lifting weights were forbidden in my day. They thought it would make you muscle bound and slow. But I dropped out of church in 5th grade because I shot a chipmunk on the way to Sunday school, put the collection plate, got kicked out, never went back. Became a Christian in a pit through the Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Yeah, hold just a little high. Yeah, I want to make sure.
Okay.
So you were just talking about, you've pretty much been fit all your life, athletics in college, and so you've always been you just finished the power walk, so you just keep moving, and you'd suggest to other people that are feeling like they can't do it, what would you say to them?
Well, I would do anything for a stupid ribbon. So I started doing 5Ks. I was a lineman in college and wrestling, and speed was not my great friend. But I really liked that and did some triathlons and marathons. But I've had a lot of knee surgeries, knee replacements, so that's emptied that on a blood clot. But I just do what I can, and I enjoy it. I compete against myself.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a chance against the other guys, so I have fun.
Yeah, that's the important concept, compete against yourself. And how's your spiritual belief, which is exciting to us because, that's the main thing that we believe is the most important thing you can do in this life. Tell us a little bit about that part of your life.
Well, I went to Gordon Conwell Seminary in Boston for my Master of Divinity, Fuller Seminary. Those are the 2 largest seminaries in the world at the time, and I've taught in both of them since then. But I work with the men's violent ward in a big mental hospital and outside of Boston. But my love is leading people into a personal relationship with Christ.
Yes.
And I did a little boxing along the way, so my speech is a little slurred right now. It's catching up.
I was a master boxer for 10 years.
Did you? Yeah.
I know the feeling.
Uh-huh.
Well, that person out there that just is confused and sees all these different approaches to how you're supposed to get to God, and they're confused about, so many people are in so many different directions. What would you suggest to them to get them into the truth?
Well, it's hard to tell. Like you say, it's very confusing. I'm getting a little weak here. I've got Parkinson's now, so I'm a little woozy.
Oh, yeah.
Can you stand over by you?
Yeah, that'd be helpful. Just to lean on. Anyway, I would find some Christians that look like they weren't baptized in vinegar or raving maniacs. Find somebody that looks balanced, who cares about people, who could talk about Christ unapologetically.
Yes.
And probably the best way is just read a biography of Jesus' life. Maybe start off with John.
I always suggest John. It's
Sure.
such a great...
He was a closest friend to Jesus, one of the three guys.
Yeah.
And
I think he's, if I'm not mistaken, at the first of the book, he says, I'm writing this so that you'll know the truth. I was there,
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah.
like, he wants people to know the truth.
Yeah, and it's no problem having doubts and questions. I had plenty of them.
Oh, sure. It's part of life.
Yeah.
I think one of the things the Bible teaches is without faith, it's impossible to please Him. So it's almost
Right.
going to be a requirement.
Right.
You're going to have faith.
Yeah. Although I read probably 40 books before I became a Christian.
Did you?
Because Christianity was new to me. I was not a church guy.
I was the same way. I figured millions of people can't be wrong, so I read the Book of Mormon, the Pearl of Great Price, Mary Baker Eddy's Science the Key to the Scripture, L. Ron Hubbard's Scientology, the Quran. I mean, I figured there's a little truth in each of them, and then you just got to figure out that kernel. And then I learned about spiritual warfare.
Yes.
And Jesus Christ said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father but by me. There's no plan B. And just all the prophecies the Bible talks about, 66 books, 40 authors. I mean, nothing like it.
Yep.
And so I'm like you. Get out there and read some of that.
Yep.
And ask God.
Investigate it.
Investigate and ask Him to reveal the truth to you.
A guy by the name of Sam Shoemaker, who was one of the founders of AA, kind of behind the scenes, is an Episcopal priest, challenged people for 30 days to pray and read the Bible. And say, God, if you're real, show me it.
Yes.
Show me. And then start reading.
That's a great way to promote, truth. God will reveal Himself.
Yeah.
Well, anything else you want to say to those people out there that are...
No, just keep moving.
Yeah.
I can't hunt and fish like I used to with these fake knees, so I like this. It's my new hobby.
Yeah. But you're out here doing what, like you said a little earlier.
One of my friends said, Jim, you're really busy for somebody who's retired. I said, you're darn right, probably busier than when he wasn't. He said, well, when are you going to retire? When I take my last breath?
Yeah, right. That's so true. Well, we're just excited to listen to your testimony, hear some of your encouragement, and those people on the couch that don't think they can do it, just do it like you said earlier. Do what you can. I mean, if you're limited, you do what the limits are.
And here I got lapped 3 times, twice by you. Don't bother. I'm competing against myself.
Yes, that's so encouraging, and that's an attitude.
Yeah.
And we thank the Lord that He's given you that attitude.
Yeah.
Well, Jim, thank you so much for your time.
You bet. Nice to meet a fellow boxer.
Yeah.
I won a couple Gold Glove heavyweight things in Pennsylvania, Ohio.
Now that's a tough state, Pennsylvania.
It was in those days.
It was, that was. We want to thank you for watching RedefiningAging.us. I'm John Disterdick, your host. And our goal for the series is pretty simple. We just want to enhance the quality of people's lives. So if you know of an event that you think would
be one for good for us to cover, please fill out the form on our website, and not only the event and what it is, where it is, when it is, and if there's a person you know that you think would be a good person for us to do a testimony on in some event, please let us know. And if you want a fuller description of my testimony, you can either go to johndisterdick.com and look under ministry, or you can go here at redefiningaging.us. We appreciate your viewership. God bless, and hope to see you on more shows.